bitcoinsoul.org, SEOUL.org, the Asian Whale Club, for active Bitcoin investors with over 50 Bitcoin in play. Should I go for safer trades with lower returns, like the big cap coins, say Litecoin or Ripple or Ethereum, or should I go for higher risk trades, medium low cap coins that aren't in the top 10 market capitalization? And if you don't know what market capitalization is, it just means coins that don't have millions and millions of dollars of worth of people who've already bought into it. So maybe a coin that only has 1 million, maybe $10 million of money that's been poured into that coin. Those are riskier. You could lose 20-30% in a day, but you could also make 300-400% in a couple hours. Not just days, hours. Which is right for me? Well, the answer comes down to a couple things. The first point depends on your greed level. Just how greedy are you? And that may sound like a joke, but it's absolutely not. And in this case, in this cryptocurrency world, greed is a very, very good thing. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to argue the case for greed. Even my personal friends tell me this. People that I've known, and they're fairly well off, they did well in the stock market, and they'll say, you know, you should go for trades that maybe have a maximum loss potential of a risk of maybe 3, 4, 5%. Because they know that the trades we do in-house, and we, meaning myself, and 5 of the world's smartest, most brilliant executive analysts out there in the internet, the 5 of us work together to come up with coin picks and to come up with charts for buying and selling times. So of our group, 2 of us are very conservative. 2 of us are like, oh, don't buy that, it's too risky, stay away from that. And then the other 3 of us plus me are, well, if we assign tight stop losses, we should be okay, but we're looking at 3, 4, 500% increases in profit. So isn't it worth risking 10, 15%? That makes sense to me, but the devil's advocate, like I said, my friends will always say, well, you should go for less risky trades, 2%, 3% trades, even if they only make you 8% profit, 20% profit, because that's a lot. 20% profit, you'd have to put money in the bank for what, 5, 10 years? Yeah, about 10 years to get 20% profit out of a bank account. So you should just do that, is what experienced older people who don't know cryptocurrency say. Who's right? Whose strategy, whose trading style should you follow, is the question. You shouldn't follow their trading style. You should follow our trading style, the Asian Whale Club. I'll tell you why. They'll cite people like Warren Buffett and say, well, if you do compound interest 2% to 5% a month, then at the end of the year you'll have great returns and you'll double your money. Yeah, but if you go for an aggressive coin pick, you can double your money in 2 hours. Why would you want to wait 2 years? Is my argument. Their argument back is, well, because you could also lose it all. Frankly, you can't lose it all. You'd probably lose about 30% at most. The worst case scenario I've ever seen of any major loss in crypto in a couple hour period of time was probably DGB losing 20-30%, not much. You're probably QRL, quantum resistant ledger, which lost half its value but then sprang back up and regained half of the loss. So you're not going to lose all your money, first of all. And number 2, you have an upside of 3, 4, 500% if you play medium cap stocks or coins. So isn't that more reasonable? And then the other side of the argument, again, is no, because if you just do steady long-term investments of 5%, 10% profit here and there, like Warren Buffett, then eventually in 20, 30 years, you'll be a billionaire. 20, how long do you think cryptocurrency exchanges will last? I give it a year and a half. I'm not kidding you. How long do you think until Bitcoin is so expensive that most people, even if it's one Satoshi, can't even afford to buy one Satoshi worth of Bitcoin? I give it about a year and a half or 2 years. How long do you think you have until all your taxi drivers can't drive taxis anymore because they're all automated with robots and artificial intelligence and GPS? How long do you think you have until you won't be able to teach guitar lessons anymore because a robot and some videos and some holographic images can do a better job than you? How long do you think you have in your job as a teacher before someone figures out how to hologram the world's smartest, most intelligent, most caring, loving, persuasive, and effective teacher, and syndicates that teacher to every K through 12 class? How long do you think you have before your medical degree is absolutely worthless because the top surgeons in the world can just use remote access, remote surgery robots, literally putting their hands inside these robotic gloves and looking at 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times magnification video panels with virtual reality surround, as if they're going into your liver, they're going into your lung, they're going into your capillaries in your brain. They're physically in this holographic world going into your microcapillaries and performing micro-nano surgeries. How long do you think it'll be until your medical degree is worthless? How long do you think it'll be until the world's smartest Go player loses to AlphaGo? How long do you think it'll be until your girlfriend doesn't get to have as much sex with you because you've got Pornhub and RedTube and you've got Tor? You see where I'm going with this? The world is changing so fast, you cannot use Warren Buffett's strategy of trying to get 5%, 10% gains per month. That's stupid. That's absolutely stupid. What are you trying to do here? Are you trying to add 5% of your... Are you trying to make enough money in cryptocurrency to where you can buy a car or maybe pay for your insurance on your car? You know, there's an easier way to do that. Go get a job. Literally, get a part-time job. If you're actually trying to change your life and retire, if you're actually trying to say, you know, fuck the system, I want out. I don't want to be under the man, and I don't want to be under someone's thumb, and I don't want to be a part of this rat race. Then you know what you got to do. You have to figure out how much money you need to retire and spend for the rest of your life, including insurance, including inflation. And for most people, that's about $2 million to $5 million. You need $2 to $5 million. And you know what? You've got to make that in the next year and a half, because that's all the time we have here. Cryptocurrency is not going to last. How long do you think it'll take until the smartest guys, even our team, the smartest, most brilliant math geniuses, chart geniuses, senior analysts from around the world who've lost all their money 3 or 4 times until they became badasses, and now they can just smell a 300% increase. They can just smell a 20% drop. They can smell an ICO that's going to go bad. I can smell a hack coming within minutes. I can actually smell something getting hacked. How long until me and our 5 of the most brilliant analysts in the world are out of a job? Can't make any money because, hell, if you can beat Lee Sedol in a game called Go, which is the most ancient, most difficult, wisdom-requiring games in the world, with a program made by Dennis Hassabis called AlphaGo, how long do you think we have in this job? How long do you think you have to retire? Now, Do you want to use Warren Buffett's strategy that was effective in 1960? Or do you want to get with a program and be okay with swallowing 10%, 15% losses here and there to make that 600% gain? To make that 20 times, that 2,000% gain? Think about that and figure out why you're in cryptocurrency. Because why you're here will tell you what you need to do.